From all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A run with a second-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give for Stevenson, running right. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Following the interception, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Love.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
2nd and 4. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones.
Down to about the 45. The Packers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's go now.
Love looking to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
A.J. Dillon,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Patriots 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Love back to it here after the pick 6. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Pats have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. First down, going to the air with Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Love now to pass on first down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw now. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. His throw incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looking to throw. The escapability in it. Is that one good for 15 and a first?
First down, Patriots.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. He'll get this up to about the 44.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They run once more with Stevenson.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.